Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect. And I just want to touch on this article real quick. It just came out about like 30 minutes ago from ZeroHedge.com saying banks to join SWIFT digital asset trials in 2025. And, you know, these devils behind the scene, there's a lot of stuff going on in the forefront, right? The wars, the, presidential election, the distractions with, celebrities and their, and their, wickedness being exposed. But the whole, digital landscape or economic landscape being switched over to the digital is still on a move, and it's not really talked about that much. Back in 2020, they were speaking about it a lot more, talking about the transitioning over to digital currency and tokenization. And there was a lot more information, that was coming out about that. But, as time progressed and, the prophets were, on it, bringing those things out because that is going to be linked to the mark of the beast, right? The charagma. It's been a lot less talked about, on the forefront, but in the background, they still are moving with these plans, okay? Because this is their end goal, right? This is their enterprise. This is what they want to achieve, and their way of, getting that totalitarian, complete power on the earth. They want to achieve that through the buying and selling methods that the whole world, operates in. So it is very much still on their agenda. Okay. And, this is why we are constantly starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. We are constantly looking out for these things and, blowing a trumpet on it so that the sheep, you believers are, made aware. All right. So that day doesn't come upon you unawares. All right. So let's read this. It's a lot of technicalities, a lot of verbiage that, we'll try to decipher, the meaning of things. But I'm not going to read the whole thing. I read it already, but I'm just going to try to, touch on some key parts and, just give a basic summary of what it's speaking about. So it says banks in North America, Europe, and Asia. So that, pretty much covers the whole, Western societies, right? North America, Europe, and Asia, that goes into Moab, Ammon, and, even parts of the Middle East can be considered that as well. And you already have African countries that are, on the digital currency wave, right? I believe Uganda, if I'm not mistaken, Nigeria. I'm not sure about Ghana, but you already have certain African countries that are using digital currency for payments. So it says, are preparing to participate in trials involving digital assets by the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, aka SWIFT. SWIFT announced on October 3rd, which is today, that it will begin digital asset trials on its network in 2025. The trials will involve experiments with transactions that include multiple digital currency and assets. So this is this is a little excerpt from Swift Community. It says, exciting news. Starting next year, financial institutions from around the world will start trialing live digital assets and currency transactions on the SWIFT network. This marks an important milestone in our journey to enable banks to transact interchangeably across both existing and emerging assets that currency types using their current connection to SWIFT. As new forms of value emerge, and what new forms are they talking about? Right? Digital currency. Our intention is to continue offering our community the ability to seamlessly make and track transactions of all kinds of assets using the same secure and resilient infrastructure that is integral to their operations today. Now, SWIFT is, I believe, a a U.S. I guess financial telecommunication. Yeah, it's owned by the U.S. Right. That's why they were able to take Russia, off of it, and that's why Russia was looking to create their own platform, right, transaction platform. And SWIFT is basically the platform that is used by most countries right now, currently, to do transactions. So this is a major step that the U.S. and NATO, that the beast ultimately is taking in order to solidify its position in the digital currency age. Because remember what Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve Chairman, said, that they don't want to be left behind in the race for digital currency, because China, they're already moving pretty quickly with transitioning their country into using digital currency. So it's no coincidence that out of nowhere now in 2025, the SWIFT network is now going to be experimenting and trialing using financial institutions from around the world to use digital assets and currency transactions. So it says the trials aim to explore how the banking network can provide financial institutions with unified access to multiple digital assets, classes, and currencies. Initial use cases will focus on payments, right? That's the buying and selling, foreign exchange, securities, and trade to enable multi ledger delivery versus payment and payment versus payment transactions. SWIFT plans to unify the fragmented digital asset landscape. And that's another thing that's been talked about a lot, right? The even the with Klaus Schwab talked about the fragmentation of the current state of the world, and how they want to unify this multi-polarized world. And really, that's all under the guise of what this one world system, one world order, one world payment, right? Be in using different currencies, like digital currencies, but lumping it all in to this one system where it can, it can be interchanged. So a digital euro can be quickly interchanged with a digital dollar, right? And a digital dollar can be interchanged with a digital yuan, and so on and so forth. Okay, that's how they're trying to unify the fragmented digital asset landscape. In the announcement, Swift highlighted the rapid growth of unconnected platforms and technologies in the digital asset economy that has led to an increasing fragmented landscape. According to Swift, such fragmentation poses significant impediments to global adoption because it creates a complex web of digital islands, you see? So basically, them, let's see, Yeah, so Swift's goal is to address the fragment. You know what I did? I just copied this whole thing because, like I said, it's a lot of technicalities and technical verbiage. So I just copied the whole thing. I put it in Chat GTP and told it to summarize it. So let's read what it said for this part. Actually, I'm gonna read the whole thing because it's a quick summary. It says Swift plans to begin trials in 2025 involving digital assets on its network. Banks in North America, Europe, and Asia will participate in testing transactions involving multiple digital currencies and assets. These trials aim to explore unified access to digital assets classes with a focus on payment, foreign exchange, securities, and trade, including multi ledger transactions. Swift goal is to address the fragmented digital asset landscape, which has created isolated, quote, digital islands and impeded global adoption. See, so these digital islands is impeding, right? It's causing problems for a global adoption of digital currency being used. So Swift wants to unify, right, these various different banks and nations by creating, using their own system that these banks use now, but being able to now be used for digital currency. So the same things that they're doing now, right? Foreign exchange. Let's say China wants to do transactions with Canada, right? They use a Swift payment system, okay? And America, and in order to use that Swift payment system, guess who has to be the middleman? Guess who has to? I don't know if they get paid or if they have to pay a certain type of because it's their platform, right? It's America's platform, so I don't know if they have to pay a certain type of fee to use it. But since everybody's going digital, Swift is saying, well, we're going to use our same platform but transition it to digital currency so that these digital islands that China and Europe, because they have two different digital currencies, they can't trade digitally, right? They can't trade digital assets. But if they're both using the Swift system, then the Swift system will allow them to be able to exchange, payments with their digital currencies. So that's how they unify. So it says by leveraging the unique position, Swift seeks to its unique position. And what's its unique position? Majority of the world already uses Swift, right? That's its unique position, that most of the world already uses Swift to do global transactions. So it says by leveraging its unique position, Swift seeks to interlink digital and fiat currencies, enabling seamless transactions. See? And that is why the charagma is called the Motb, the mark of the beast, because it's going to be, right, the beast, which is NATO, right, America being ahead of that, NATO and the EU. It's going to be their system that is going to be cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive this charagma, right? And as it says, that no man may buy or sell save he that has the charagma. Because this the trading is not just going to be for countries, but it's going to be the actual platform, the actual system is going to be used, right, to do any type of buying and selling. So reading on in this summary, last paragraph, it says Swift Chief's Innovation Officer Tom Zaschik highlighted the need for digital assets to coexist with traditional currencies for global success. The organization has been actively exploring blockchain, tokenization, excuse me, tokenization, and check this, central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Collaborate, collaborating with the Bank of International Settlements, the BIS, which is called the Central Bank of Central Banks, on a project to integrate tokenized bank deposits with CBDCs. SWIFT has also proposed creating a blockchain based tool for managing transactions and balancing across institutions. See? So it's like I said, they're actively and consistently moving toward this digital system. Okay, just because you don't see Christine Lagarde and Jerome Powell always talking about it does not mean that that's not what's going on. They're bringing this forth, man. All right, and the thing is, when because they doing all these tests and these trials, and these are live tests, right? It's not like they're using fake money. They're doing actual live testing, and this ain't the first. This ain't the first, trials and experiments, right? All of these countries, these central banks are consistently doing these things. So when something happens to where this current system is shaken up or this current way of economy, takes a blow, whether it be cyber attacks or something happens to the economy because of wars and the whole system, just gets collapses. They already have these tests because they're doing live tests. They already have the backup plan, right? Remember, problem, reaction, solution. They already have the solution to the way to bring in the digital age. They already have how the new way of doing business is going to work. They just need the right problem to occur so that they could actually manifest it, right? So that they can actually implement it. Okay? So let's get a quick scripture, right? Because we know that, we're this devil is moving, right? He has a short time. So he can't stop, right? He can't stop. He can't, put this on the back burner, right? Although he may not speak about it as much, that doesn't mean he's not still working. So this is Psalm 64, verse 4. It says, actually 5. It says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? See? So this is a snare. This is a trap. Okay, because although they're presenting it as beneficial, convenient, quicker, right? Because we live in this microwave age where everybody wants everything instantly, right? You're buying and selling. They want you want that. They want that to be done instantly, and they want to be able to track, right? Control what you're buying and when you're buying it and how much of it you're buying. So they lay this snare as if this is just going to bridge the gaps of the digital age or the digital currencies. But really, it's a snare, it's a trap. Okay, and a lot of people, because they're not aware of what this technology actually means, right, and what it's actually going to bring forth, which is, like I said, a complete submission, right? You're going to be in complete submission to the system, all right? And who controls the system? Okay, Esau, Edom, starting with the elites, the central bankers, right? Amalek. So you're going to be in complete submission to the system if you want to be down in this digital currency age. Okay? So it says they search out iniquities. And this is an iniquity. This is a sin. Because really, they're making a system to where you got to look at them for any and everything. You got to trust in their plans. You got to trust in their system. You got to trust in their way of life in order for you to live. And that is what you basically have set them up as an idol. So Esau is creating a system to where you now depend on him for life, right? You depend on him for for everything that you need in order to sustain. Okay, he is your God. That's why it says in Revelation that if you won't worship the beast, right, then they you should be killed. And that word "killed" goes into not only physically but being separated from society. And a lot of people, they're not going to want to be separated from society. They're not going to want to be, unable to buy or sell. So they're going to succumb to the pressure. They're going to succumb to the new wave, right? And they're going to take that charagma. But this is why the scriptures tells us that we got to be ready to be as pilgrims on earth, right? We got to be ready to look at the things that we have as vain, right? They that labor be as though they labor in vain. And we do, because it's all temporary anyway. All right? But at the end of the day, this trap, this snare that Esau is laying is only going to come upon his own head. All right? This is what's going to bring forth his complete destruction, because the Lord is not going to allow his elect to have to bow the knee, because scripture tells you that he already has a reserve that won't bow the knee to the image of Baal. So this is Psalm 7, verse 14. It says, "Behold, he travaileth with iniquity. He has conceived mischief and brought forth falsehoods. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he had made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down upon his own pate." Okay? And that's what, we have trust and belief in. All right, that's why the elect are going to stand firm in these times. So, that's pretty much it, right? I just want to bring this out because, like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. All right, a lot of things that are hot, and this article just goes to show you that they are still on the move when it comes to this digital system. Okay, they're not stopping, and it's going to come when people least expect it. All right, they already have all of the foundational pieces in place. Okay, they're just waiting for the right time, for the right moment, for the right crisis. Right, never let a good crisis go to waste. They're just waiting for the right crisis to happen, so that they could bring in this solution. So Lord willing, I'm in it there, and this was edifying unto the elect, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakagwadash. Shalom.